Welcome back to another episode of Dishin with Deveraux. Today we are going to make a grapefruit cake, and I'm pretty excited. We have everything all set up. It's a beautiful day to make some cake, yeah? Okay. So our ingredients are actually very, very simple this time. We need grapefruits, we need some milk, butter, eggs, baking soda, baking powder, salt, sugar, powdered sugar, and flour. Now you'll notice that I'm going to be using gluten-free flour because I want to live a little bit easier of a life, and now it has 1-to-1, which is great, so I don't have to worry about substitutions. So I suggest to you, if you have any like celiac or gluten-free things, that you get into the gluten-free flour life instead of suffering. All right, so let's see. Our first thing we need to do is preheat the oven to 325. Perfect. Now, we've been trying to learn every single time we make these episodes, trying to get a little bit better and smoother. So this time we have pre-measured most of the ingredients, so there's not so much noise happening. That was one of the things that we took away from the last episodes. So this should go a lot quicker. Who the fuck knows? One of the things that we always want to remember is follow the directions. These directions are fairly simple. The ingredients are even simpler, and hopefully this will be delicious. I'm very excited to eat it. We're going to combine flour, baking powder, and baking soda, salt in a medium bowl. So here is the flour. Like I said, it's gluten-free. Obviously, you don't have to do gluten-free if you don't want to. But honestly, like, I've been baking with it for just a little bit, and it tastes almost the same. We made waffles the other day. Oh my goodness, those were so good. Anyways, moving on. Salt. The things that nails are for. We need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Like a negligible amount of salt. Like, what does that even do? Ooh. We need some baking powder, and that will be 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Like so. We need a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And like previous episodes, just make sure not to mix those up because things will get weird. Like, really just read the directions, pay attention, be present. It's like a meditative practice, you know? I think about that a lot with when you're making recipes, is if you want it to be perfect, you're going to stay as present as possible, trying to make sure that everything is exactly how it needs to be. I'll stir this up a little bit with a little whisk, just to make sure that it's all put together. And we'll set it aside. It's important to note that this recipe needs various bowls. It actually needs 3 different bowls, one for the dry mixture, one for the wet mixture that will get folded in, and then one for the frosting. And you want to make sure to just really honor that, because otherwise your cake mixture will get all wonky. Good. All right, so now we get to do the fun stuff. With some butter. They say softened, so we're gonna throw this guy into a little container. I'm really excited to eat cake today. This is my last day to eat cake for a bit. About 30 seconds should do it. Butter. Perfect. So that melted that fucker right down. Jesus fucking Christ. 30 seconds softened. This is about as soft as it can get. So we're just gonna pretend it wasn't awkward like that. Put that away. We need 3/4 cup sugar. Right here, pre-measured. And eggs. 2 eggs. Don't be afraid to get a little messy. Oh, I got a little bit of egg in there. God damn it. Can't be God's perfect angel every day. So, you guys, it's very exciting. This time around, got a electric mixer. So exciting. And it charges, so there's no cords. I can take it anywhere. I can make a cake anywhere. It's dope. So anyways, they want us to beat that together. And it has 5 settings. Sorry. Anyways, so beat until combined. Oop. Do, do, do. I love the color of it. It's like the sun. It's very happy for spring. Jesus Christ, winter was forever. Okay, so now we're gonna add the flour mixture and milk. Oh yes, so we also need a 1/2 cup of milk. I've pre-measured that out as well. And we are going to alternatively mix the flour mixture, the milk in, folding it in like this, like that, like this, like that, until it is all combined. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let me turn this on again. Do a little bit. Like that. And we'll do a little milk. Oh, and I wanted to note too that I have made sure that this is a dairy-free milk. We use oat, coconut, almond milk blend just to, I don't know, I just didn't want to have dairy. The egg was enough. Do a little bit of that. Try to get those edges. Do some more of that. So far, this is very simple. This is way less confusing than previous ones. Ooh. My arm's getting tired though. Is this what it feels like when you're busy with one arm for too long? I can lift weights all day, but I can't stir anything. It's ridiculous. Do the rest of that milk. Like that. And the rest of the flour mixture. Como es. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like holding a shake weight. Oh, that was hard. Okay. So hard like this dough. All right. Just a little bit. That was almost very dangerous. Oh, okay. Now we have to do grapefruit zest and a 1/4 cup of grapefruit juice. So, first, we need to do some grapefruit zest. We obviously don't need all of these grapefruits. I just thought that they would be pretty sitting there together, having a little party. So, zest. Where should I do this? I need a little bowl. Zester, grapefruit, and you just kind of have a little party. And it takes, oh my God, this is going to take forever. We'll do some time passing on that bitch, but. Wow. Don't they make this shit? Zest. Zest for life. Who even thought of grapefruit cake? Right now, I'm kind of upset with that person. Oh my goodness. That's definitely not 3 tablespoons. Should have had my assistant pre-measure this for me. Life. Still zesting. Zesting. Oh. Again, it's ready before I'm ready. Maybe bakers are just faster than me. Oh shit! Fuck. Oh wait. I'm working on it. Like, oh my God. This is making an absolute mess. Okay. Wow. Wow. It's just an anger response. Okay. Grapefruit zest. I need 2 tablespoons of grapefruit zest, which is pretty much exactly what I did. Oh, I love that about myself. Just really good at measuring. So good. Yeah, man. Nailed it. All right. Grapefruit zest and 1/4 cup of grapefruit juice. Whew, it's tart. It's very tart. Whoa. Shocking. All right. Turn this guy on again. Mix this in. Dun, dun, dun. Well, now it looks way less appealing, but so don't be alarmed if your cake batter looks unappealing once you put that grapefruit color in. It smells nice though, so we'll see, right? All right. Yeah. Let's do a little more. Oh. Okay. Okay. It's not too sweet. I'm into it. All right, so now I'm going to pour batter into a greased pan. They want us to do loaf pans or a loaf pan. I only have shallow ones, so I'm going to do 2. And hopefully that'll also cut the baking time because it says bake for an hour. And that just seems like a really long time to be rewarded with cake. So we're gonna try to speed it up just a little bit. But that means that you will need to test your cakes. You cannot leave them alone. You cannot go for a walk around the block. You can't do none of that. Or any of that. Wow, that was terrible grammar. My mom would be so disappointed in me for that. There we go. Grease them. And we need a squeegee. Pretty sure it's not called a squeegee, but spatula. Jesus. Okay. So we're gonna pour in the batter. It's pretty thick. Like, it's definitely gonna feel more like a cornbread mix rather than like a cake batter, which often can feel a little bit less. I'm gonna do the whole thing. Yeah. I'm gonna eat. Oh, okay. Never mind. We're gonna do it all in one. It's not quite enough for 2. We'll see. I feel a little dubious about this, but okay. So I'm just kind of smooth it out just a little bit. Get nice. Bum, bum, bum. Doing it. After all, there's like a virus out there. Some eggs aren't gonna kill me. All right, so in the situation, goodbye. It's gonna be about an hour, it says, but we're just gonna time it because just want to make sure. We'll check on it too. We need to make some glaze, so set that aside. Oh, I need to clean a little. So we're back. We are going to make the glaze for the cake. It requires just powdered sugar and grapefruit juice. Glaze is really great because it's just like 2 or 3 ingredients, and really all you need is powdered sugar. Do not use any other type of sugar. Just use powdered sugar because it like melts. So we have 3/4 cup powdered sugar. Delightful. And we need 3 tablespoons of grapefruit juice. 1, 2, 3, See, it's already just like melting in there. If you happen to want to make some substitutions in order to not eat so much sugar in your diet, I recommend getting some monk fruit sugar. You can get it usually at like health food stores or Whole Foods, things like that. It's a little bit pricier than regular sugar, Domino sugar, CH sugar. However, the glycemic index is way lower, and it won't get you all jacked up on sugar like it does. They don't make a powdered sugar version though, so it would just mean that your cake is slightly less sweet and doesn't have the sugar in it, and then your glaze could. So it would pretty much cut the sugar, I think, in half, which is awesome. But for today, we decided to use regular sugar. I just wanted to let you know about substitutions because I think that those things are important. So it looks like the glaze is done, which is delightful. The easiest glaze that I've made so far. And we're just gonna wait for the cake to bake, just a few more minutes, and then we'll come back, let it cool a little, pour on the glaze, serve up, and enjoy. See you in a minute. So welcome back. Right now we've taken out the cake and we are waiting for it to cool in the tin for about 5 minutes. And from there we're going to move it to a cooling rack. We have a jerry-rigged cooling rack today. It is a broiling pan with some tin foil in it and some slits cut in those bitches so we can get some up air. If for some reason you would like to donate to my cooling rack expenses, it's destinationdeveraux@gmail.com. Email me, say, I would love to help you bake, fund your baking adventure, and it would be amazing. But until then, we're gonna use a broiling rack. It's no big deal. Make sure the cake cools, and then we'll pull out the glaze. I put it in the fridge just to see if it might set up a little bit more before we put it onto the cake. We're gonna attempt to get the loaf out of the tin onto the rack so we can get it to dry. Get it to cool a little bit more. Why do I always pick the hardest shit to do? Fuck! Okay, it's fine. I did it. All right. That's gonna cool just a little bit more. Try not to touch hot things. See you in a few minutes. So we're back. This is definitely the easiest cake I've probably ever made in my life, which is awesome. And it is still warm because we want to enjoy it warm, and we're going to pour the glaze over, cut a piece, and give it a go. It smells good. It does smell a little bit on the tart side. I'm wondering if that's just me and my preferences for grapefruit or not grapefruit, but we'll see. So here's to some glazing. Try to get it in the filling. And you have to remember that the glaze did not set up at all. And I probably could have made it thicker had I added more sugar. But alas, that is not what the recipe called for, but just know that that's a possibility. All right, so there we go for glaze. You'll see that it's mostly on the plate. I guess what's left is we need to cut a piece and have a taste. So let's see here. Let's go for the super glazed side. Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm gonna get my fingers dirty. It's good. It definitely is grapefruit though. So this is like a very specific taste. If you are a person that likes your desserts to be super sweet or soft and vanilla-y kind of tasting, this is not the cake for you. This is definitely more on the, it's citrus. There's a little bit of a sharp bite to it. So just know that if you are a person that likes to eat grapefruit or lemons or limes, you'll probably dig this, but otherwise, I don't know. But it's still enjoyable, and there you go. Well, that's all for this grapefruit cake today. My name is Sydney, and if you like this episode, please make sure to click the like and the subscribe button, leave a comment, and if you have a recipe that you would like to see me make, butcher, perfect, or just be awesome at, you can email it to destinationdeveraux@gmail.com. I really hope that you enjoyed this very calm entry into the easiest cake I've ever made. And yeah, enjoy.